One problem you can have as a crypto user is missing big airdrops. Like, we've had Optimism and Arbitrum giving out $1,000, $10,000 in airdrop before, and of course I am here to present to you another big airdrops that could even worth even more, and that is Coinbase. Coinbase is a layer 2 scaling solution created by Coinbase exchange. You know the popular Coinbase exchange, right? Very good. And to do this, you need two things. You need to install your metamask wallet on your Chrome if you are using a PC, or metamask wallet on your Kiwi browser if you are using a mobile phone. And also you need to have at least $30 or more of ethereum in your wallet in order to do this. You can have the ethereum on either Optimism or ethereum or Arbitrum or any layer 2 scaling solutions. And of course, before we get started, a way you can actually reward us for doing this is by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. So let's get started. Okay guys, so welcome. This is a very explanatory video that you are going to need for this next big airdrop. And I need to let you know that Base is owned by the popular crypto exchange called Coinbase, right? And I have a very strong faith in this video that you are going to learn a lot and you are going to position yourself for their next big airdrop. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that you have Ethereum on your Ethereum blockchain. Now, this is not compulsory. You can also use other blockchains with other dApps, which I'll be showing in the video. But using normal Ethereum on their normal bridge will position you for even bigger reward, right? So for this Base, and if you want to get the Ethereum, make sure you do these transactions maybe very early in the morning or very late at night, so that because transactions fees are always very low by then. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you add Base on your metamask. So you can just go to chainlist.org. I'll provide the link in the description below. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, because that's the only way you can actually reward me for giving out this valuable information for free, right? Okay, so now I've connected. When you go to chainlist.org, you connect your wallet. For my own case, I've already connected my own wallet. You can see this one, right? So you click on chainlist and you search for Base. Now you can see this Base, right? So you just click on add to metamask and you are good to go. So you can see this one, right? So you click on approve, then you switch network. Now your Base network has now been added to your metamask. So you go back to the Base bridge. Now you click on connect wallet. Now for this one, because we are bridging from Ethereum to Base, our network must be on Ethereum. So you click on your metamask and you change the network. Now this is the network is on Base, right? So you change the network back to Ethereum. So my network is now back to Ethereum mainnet. You can see this one, right? Ethereum mainnet. So now you can see I have $14 on my Ethereum mainnet. You can have exactly this amount or you can have a bigger amount. Either way is fine. I'm doing this for purpose of this video. And I also advise you to get around $30 to $50 for this airdrop. It will actually go a very long way for you, right? So now this is already done. So what you want to do next is you want to connect your wallet. Now that I've switched my network to metamask Ethereum, now you can see now I am there. You can see my name has been shown on this network. So from Ethereum to Base, you want to bridge Ethereum. Now you can see my available balance. So I'll be bridging. I'm not going to bridge everything for the sake of gas fee and others. So you can just bridge like 0.007 Ethereum. 0.007 Ethereum, right? So I'll click on deposit. Click on deposit Ethereum. It will confirm in my wallet. And once I click on deposit Ethereum, okay, it's asking me to pay for higher gas fees. I think gas fees are already increasing. So I'll go back and I'll try again. So for this one, I'll input 0.0065. 0.0065 Ethereum, right? So I'll click on deposit Ethereum. Then I'll confirm. You can now see, I can now confirm this at a gas fee of $2.65. So make sure you do this at very early in the morning. Make sure you do this as very early in the morning, as it will actually help you in getting this right. Okay, right? Hope you get the gist. So the transaction is currently pending. Transaction is currently pending, right? Transaction is currently pending. So the way I can now know if the transaction is successful is I'll go to Ethereum scan to check for the transaction. Okay, guys. So transaction is currently pending. It's currently pending right now. And okay. Okay, right. Now you can see that the Ethereum has been deducted from my wallet. You can see the Ethereum, I have $14 Ethereum years before. Now it has been deducted from my wallet. So I can just scan my address on Etherscan. And there's another way you can actually. So this transaction is currently pending, right? This transaction is currently pending at this moment. And here we can go. You can see this one, right? This is transaction deposit transfer from Base Portal, and it's telling me that this transaction is success, right? So what I'll provide this link in the description below. You don't have to worry about that. So what I want to do next is I want to go and check for Base if this has been deposited. Remember they said it will take the transfer time will take a few minutes. So we're not expecting it to take long. So let me now, so you can now go to your MetaMask, switch back to Base. You can switch back to Base. So here we go. So this transaction is still pending. You can see now. This transaction is still pending. I have $14. I have $4 here. So it should be have increased higher than this. So you can also track your transaction on the Base network, Base scan. Now you can also track the transaction on the big scan. So once transaction is increased, once transaction is confirmed, it will actually show me a confirmation here, right? So you can. So now you can now, this is everything now. Now you can now click on transactions to actually check how your transactions are going through, right? You can actually click on transactions to click on. Now you can see this one, right? This is still going through now. Funds is telling me that the funds is now deposited, right? So I'm waiting for this to actually confirm. I'm actually for this to actually confirm. Okay. Another thing, when you bridge from Ethereum blockchain to Ethereum scan using the normal Ethereum bridge, normal base bridge, right? You'll be able to claim a commemorate NFT as congratulations for doing that, right? You'll be able to claim that NFT as congratulations for doing that. So you can just click on mint. So and that's why I'm telling you guys to actually make sure your NFT, you should make sure that you use your Ethereum minutes for it. So you're able to get additional reward, right? So let's wait and see. So you can now next and confirm. So I'm trying to confirm this in my wallet. So now I can now sign the transaction. Now signing the transaction is already going through. You can see this one, right? Transaction is going through. So it's a way of appreciating users for bridging on their chain. The way of appreciating users of bridging on their chain, right? And also the transactions is now confirmed. The transaction is now confirmed. So I can now collect this. Let me collect this. Let me collect this, right? Let me collect this. So I can now see that I have the NFT in my wallet. Now the NFT, this is the collection of the NFT. You can see this one, right? This is collection of all the NFTs. So now for continuation, now you cannot go back to your wallet to check if the Ethereum, you deposited $10 and my initial balance was $4. So now I now have $14.70. Now that I have the Ethereum beast, now that means I've done one transaction. Now the other thing you want to do is you want to go to Google and search for Base ecosystem. I'm going to provide the link in the description below, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can search for Base ecosystem, right? So this is Base ecosystem. You click on the first link. So Base ecosystem is a collection of all the projects built on the Base blockchain. That's what Base ecosystem means, a collection of all the projects built on the Base blockchain. So this is it. Now, for this, you can now, just like if you watch my previous video on linear, you know that this is very, very similar to linear, right? So make sure you watch the video. I'll provide the link in the description below, right? So now let's proceed. So now you can now see all of these things. You can see all of these things. Now, what we want to do is we want to pick any niche. So we have the bridge niche, we have the DAO, we have the DeFi, we have the gaming, we have the NFT. So let's start with the DeFi. So for the DeFi, these are all the projects you can use on Base, right? These are all the projects. So you feel free to pick anyone that you want to pick. Free free to pick anyone that you want to pick, right? Free free to pick any one of it. So you can also click on view more and you'll be able to see more and more token down. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you are going to go about that. You can see all this, you can see all this one, right? You can see all of this. So feel free to pick anyone and even the favorites and popular Uniswap. So you can also pick Uniswap for your swap. So let's start with Uniswap. Let's start with Uniswap. So you click on Uniswap. And here you can now you can now swap from one token to another. So when you click on Uniswap, click on launch app. So when you click on this, then you click on get started, then you can now connect your wallet, right? So when you're connecting your wallet on this, you can click on get started, right? When you're connecting your wallet on this, you can see this logo, right? This shows that Ethereum. So you want to scroll down and pick it. You want to pick Base. You know, you're interacting with Base. So you click on Base, then you click on connect. So you click metamask. Now the wallet has been connected, and this is my Ethereum balance. Now the wallet has been connected, and this is my Ethereum balance. So for this ETH, you can now select from one blockchain to another. So from one token to another, rather. So in this case, I want to swap from Ethereum to USDC. So you can just input an amount of Ethereum. So this is equivalent of $3 worth of USDC. So you click on swap and click on confirm swap. So when you click on this, so I'm coming, guys. I'm trying to cancel a transaction. Okay, for this one, I'm trying to cancel, sorry. So now, like you said, we are at Uniswap. So I'm trying to swap and it's asking me to confirm my wallet. So I'll just go to my MetaMask and I'll confirm the transaction. So now the transaction has been submitted. You can see this one, right? Transaction has been submitted. And the token has been swapped based on what? Now, you can see that it is very, very fast. Base is very, very fast. You can see I now have 3.27 USDC. Now, feel free to play around with this. So from this USDC again, you can easily swap from USDC to another token. Let's swap to, let's say, 1 inch token, right? Feel free to pick any token you want of your choice. So in this one, I'm picking 0.272. Okay, there is no liquidity for this trade. Wow. This is telling me that there's no liquidity for this trade. So let's pick another token. Let's pick another token. Let's pick Sushi Swap. Yeah, Sushi token. Let's see if there's liquidity for the token. There's no liquidity. Okay. Right. Let's pick DAI if there's liquidity for it. Right, very good. So there's liquidity for this, right? So I'll click on swap and I'll click on confirm swap. So I'll click on confirm this, and here we go. Now I've confirmed this transaction. You can see that. So swapped two USDC or 2 DAI. Now, another thing we can do is you can go to pools, right? You can go to pools. So these are all the tokens on Base. So you can go to pools and create liquidity pool. So in this one, you click on new position, then Ethereum, from Ethereum to any token. So you can pick maybe from Ethereum to maybe DAI. You can just do a little amount of, or from Ethereum to maybe from USDC to DAI. You can create liquidity. So for this one, what you want to do is you want to pick any of this range. You want to pick any of it, you can just pick best, this 0.05. So this, right? Then what you want to do is you want to input the amount of token you want to deposit. So in this case, I can just deposit 0.3. Then okay, low price, you can input 1 year, you can also input 1 year, right? You can also input 1 year. Now, to deposit the amount of token that you want to input, so you scroll down. Okay, okay. So you can just scroll down and select, let's say 1 and 1. Yeah. So this is I think this is a V3. This is a V3. This is a liquidity pool. This is a V3 liquidity pool, right? And okay, I think we can just put 1 year, 1 and maybe 1. Yeah, and 1. Then input your token. And of course, it's not necessarily you create liquidity here. You can also go to NFTs and buy any NFT of your choice on Base blockchain. So let's try and see. You can also buy NFTs, play around with this blockchain. Now, once you swapped on Uniswap, want to also go to other DEXs to interact. You know that this is not only, we are not obligated to use just only one swap, right? So let's pick another swap to interact. Let's pick Kyberswap. So picking Kyberswap, you can easily swap, create liquidity pool, and do other things, right? So here we go. So this is Kyberswap, right? You want to make sure you change the network. Always change the network of every swap you are using, right? So change it to Base. So what you want to do is you want to click on this. You want to make sure that your network, I'll provide the link in the description below, so you don't have to worry about that, right? So we want to connect the wallet. Let's connect the wallet. You accept and you click on metamask. Then the pop-up will come up. Now I've connected. Now you can now see the list of network. Linear, when you click on that drop down, linear, ZK Sync, everything. So we are only interested with Base. So what we want to do next is you want to swap from one token to another. Don't forget that we have 0.1.2 USDC that we swap from Uniswap. So you can just swap it back to Ethereum. So swapping it back to Ethereum, you click on 1 USDC, then you click on approve USDC BC. So I'll click on approve. A pop-up will come up in our wallet, and you can now confirm the transaction. So now that the transaction has been approved successfully, now I can now swap 1 USDC to Ethereum, and I'll confirm this. So I'll click on swap, and then this is the equivalent amount of token I will be getting. So I will confirm this, and a pop-up will come up my wallet. Then you can now confirm it, right? So okay, so you confirm the fees are very, very low. The fees are very, very low. Now you can now see how these things are working, right? You can see how these things are working. So I've just swapped from USDC BC to Ethereum. You can now say swap successful. So what I want to do now next is I can now click on in. When you click on in, then you click on pools. That means we want to create liquidity pool, just like we tried doing on Uniswap, right? So we want to pick any of these tokens. So if you are picking Ethereum slash USDBC, that means you must have Ethereum and USDBC in your wallet. If you don't have it before, you want to make sure that you swap, right? So again, you want to have DAI and USDBC. So you want to make sure you swap. So you can just click on add liquidity. I think we have this. Let me go back and check the swap, right? Let's try as much as able to USDBC. So we want to make sure we have USDC too. There's USDC, there's USDBC. Okay. So let's swap USDC. and let's swap it from DAI. Let's swap it from DAI. So I'm swapping one DAI, the DAI that we swap from Uniswap to this, right? So then we click on approve DAI. So every transaction that asks you to approve in your wallet, you are also increasing your transaction count on the Base network, which is very, very good, right? So I've approved this transaction. So you can see how low the fees are. You can see how low these fees are, right? So I've approved transaction. So what I want to do next is I want to swap one USDC to DAI. So you can see equivalent amount of USDC I will get is 0.0999. So I'll click on confirm, and then you confirm this. Now you can now see that this is now confirmed easily. Cannot see that this is now confirmed easily. Now, what you wanna, now let's go and add to liquidity pool. So you can now pick any of these because we have the token already. So let's pick stablecoin, USDC, and this. So click on add liquidity because I have the token in my wallet. If you don't have the token in your wallet, swap to that token, right? So for this one now, you can see my balance. I have 0.98. I have 0. So let's input $0.2. So $0.2, you can see that the two equivalent token has been added here. So you click on, so when you input the two equivalent token, as you can see here, you approve the two transactions, approve USDC and approve USDBC. So the two are the same, but just the name that one is for normal USDC and one is for Base network. So when you approve this, then click on approve this one too, right? You have to approve the two tokens you want to add to liquidity pool. So liquidity pool is what makes you the ability to be able to swap on the tokens, right? So approve the token. So now that the token has been approved, so you can now see now, I can now click on preview. Clicking on preview. So please, you can use any other amounts, not necessarily use this small amounts, right? Use any other, and make sure that you know that there are risks attached to providing liquidity. So please make sure you do your own research. So I'll click on supply. I'll click on supply, and there will be a pop-up in my wallet which asks me to confirm. Then I'll confirm this. So now that this has been confirmed, I have now added the liquidity, which means that I've created another transaction. Now let's go back to the Base ecosystem and pick another one. So let's pick Maverick Protocol. You don't have to always pick the only one I picked. You can pick Dodo X, you can pick anyone. So in this case, let me pick Maverick's Protocol. So what we want to do when you get to this is to go to you click on Ethereum mainnet. You have to change the network, right? You click it to change it to Base. So then you click on connect wallet. Now when you click on connect wallet, make sure your wallet is already your wallet is your wallet network is on Base, right? Just like we've been doing all this while. So you click on collect successfully, and then you can now add liquidity to any of this pool, or you swap. So if you are swapping, you can just click on swap, and then you select from one token to another, right? So let's select from DAI, from the DAI to Ethereum. So then let's select from DAI to Ethereum. So you click on swap DAI to Ethereum, approve DAI first, right? So when you approve this, and please, you can use any amount that you wish you want to use, right? You can use any amount that you wish to want to use. And even if you don't have much money, maybe like 30 or 40, $50, you can still do something. You don't always have to wait till you have $1,000 before you farm airdrops, right? So here we go. So this is confirmed. Then you click on confirm swap, and then you can now complete. Then you click on this. Then now this is telling you that the transaction is now successful, right? And you can also view it on the Explorer. You can view it on the Explorer. Now, before I round up with this, I want to teach you guys one last thing, which is using one more. Now, you want to make sure that your transaction count is up to 200, but you are not to do the 200 transaction count in a day. Now, let me show you mine. Mine, I have 34 transactions, and I'm going to at least 300, 200 transactions, right? So I'm not going to be doing all the transactions at once. I'll be doing it at a simple interval. So your own interval could be doing 5 transactions per week. Your own interval could be doing 3 transactions per day. It could be doing, no, not even per day. It could be doing 5 transactions per week, maybe 10 transactions per week, or even 20. But make sure there's a frequency at which you select at your own pace, and don't do all the whole transaction at once. Now, so here we go. So you can now see, if you are looking at my own, you can see that I'm spreading my own transaction across days. This is 17 day, 14 day, 10 day, 2 days ago. Now you can see how I spread it. My target is 200 transactions, but I'm not doing every 200 transactions at once. So please make sure you do that. And also in the description below, I'll give you your target. Your target should go. So your target goal should be number one. It should be okay. Let me do one more transaction before I make that as a conclusion. So let's go to the base. So let's do one more. Let's pick one more niche. Let's pick for the bridge. So when you click on the bridge, you want to bridge from one token to another. So you can always pick any of these bridge. You can pick Bungee. And of course, I think layer 0 airdrop is almost close. So you might and may not decide to pick it. That depends on you, right? So you can pick Orbit. So in this case, I'm picking Orbital Finance. So a bridge is where you can bridge from Ethereum you can bridge Ethereum token from any blockchain to Base blockchain other than this Base. So if you are not using this normal Base, you can use other bridge on this. So that's why I said you don't always have to use Ethereum mainnet for you to do the Base network, because the gas fee could be high. So let's go to Orbital.finance. Now, doing Orbital.finance, you are also positioning yourself for 2 airdrop, which is the Orbital.finance airdrop, the Base Airdrop, and I also teach you one more airdrop, which is the Optimism V2 airdrop. Optimism has already confirmed that they're going to do another future airdrop, so making 3 in 1 right now, right? So let's proceed. So I'll click on, so yeah, here we go. This is Orbital. So Orbital will allow you to swap from any of these tokens from one blockchain to another. So I always recommend you to swap Ethereum on Orbital, and it has to be at least $0.05. And as of the time I'm making this video, it's around $7. So the higher the Ethereum value, the higher the need. I don't know if you get the point I'm making, right? So now let's pick from Base. You know, we are interacting with Base. So from Base to, we are picking from Base to we are picking from Base to Optimism. Right, so I'm picking from Base to Optimism, and you can pick 0.00. I'm coming. Let me connect my net wallet again. Okay, guys. So here we go. So I want to switch the network to Base. Make sure the network is in Base. Now, consider switching from Ethereum mainnet to Base. So now I've switched the network to Base. Now I can now swap 0.005. So swapping 0.005 to be giving me this equivalent in Ethereum token on Optimism. So now doing this transaction, you're positioning yourself for 3 things. You're positioning yourself for Base network, which means Orbital Finance is on Base. You're also positioning yourself for Orbital Finance airdrop itself, because you've not done airdrop as of time I'm making this video, and also positioning yourself for Optimism. You know the Optimism, right? Optimism did a very big airdrop in 2022, and they are going to do another airdrop later this year or early next year. So now you want to bridge from this token to another, and also you can feel free to make sure that if you are bridging outside Base, make sure you have a little amount of token for gas fees. Make sure you have a little amount of tokens for gas fees for further interaction on the blockchain. So If you are bridging out, you can just bridge out. Let me see, I'm bridging out 0.006 65. Yeah. So let me present as, yeah. So I'm leaving a little amount of Ethereum on the network. So let's proceed. So I'll click on Base and I'll confirm. Now, when you're confirming, you click on send. And here we go. So you can now click on confirm. So this will take me, the overall will be $11.76, right? So I'll confirm this. And here we go. Transaction is now being confirmed from Base to Optimism. So this is a way you can take your money outside Base network. You can bridge it to any network, maybe Optimism. It can even be Arbitrum. It can even be BNB chain. And you can also pick the initial mainnet, which is the Ethereum. So anyone you pick is very, very good, right? Anyone you pick is very, very good. And our advice you do that. So while this transaction is confirming, for the closing remark, I'll put these goals in the description below. So for the closing remark, you want to make sure that you have at least 200 transactions between now and the next 6 months. That is number one. You want to make sure you have at least 6 months of interaction. So when I mean 6 months of interaction, it doesn't mean you are interacting for the whole 6 months. You are only interacting on frequency. So it could be 2 days per week. So if you maybe you do it on Mondays and Tuesdays, then the next week will be Mondays and Tuesdays for the whole 6 months. Then you want to make sure you have good volume. Volume is the amount of money you've transferred or you've interacted with the blockchain. So you can try as much as possible to have at least 5,000 volume in dollars. That does not necessarily mean you have $5,000 in your wallet. Let's say you are bridging with $30. Let's say you are interacting with $30. So for you to have $5,000, that will now be. So if you are bridging with $30, that means you have to, if you are using $30 to swap on the blockchain, to interact on the blockchain, that means you have to swap $30 in at least 166 times, which is actually very, very visible. You know, our goal is to reach 200 transactions at least. So make sure you do that. And of course, the higher your money you are using for the farming, the easier for you to reach that at least $5,000 goals. So again, a way you can actually reward me for this is by subscribing, liking this video, and make sure you let me know what next videos you want me to make. See you in the next video, guys. So make sure you take care of yourself, and here we go. So this is just an easy way to interact with the Base network. So please make sure you use everything that you can be able to use as much as possible. Use them, and you are good to go. So make sure you take care of yourself, and bye bye, guys. See you in my next videos.